Hi, Logos Legacy here. So, I had some family over, I had a lovely time. However, there were some situations where I could have meditated. I could have had this Arcturian light was one of the things that they have these guided meditations that are live on Zoom. I was considering taking part in that, and yeah, there were opportunities that I had where I could have been more present and meditated. But I was like, oh well, I'm spending time with my family, right? Which is valuable, sure. But that might have that be a pretext to what I'm going to read out, which is from something called the Nag Hammadi Scriptures, and I'm reading the Gospel of Thomas. Okay, and what I found is something quite interesting. I just had the inspiration to share it. So this is to clarify, the Gospel of Thomas is it's basically one. It's not canon in terms of the what Christianity as a whole accepts. It's technically considered heresy. So it's the Gospel of Thomas is I think it's Judas, or maybe, yeah, I think so. Anyway, it's interesting. Not the same thing as Gospel as Judas, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But in any case, so I'll read out this interesting parable here, or whatever it is. So, oh yeah, this is Gospel of Thomas 64. Jesus said, a person was receiving guests. When he had prepared the dinner, he sent his servant to invite the guests. The servant went to the first and said to that one, my master invites you. That person said, some merchants owe me money. They are coming to me tonight. I must go and give them instructions. Please excuse me from dinner. The servant went to another and said to that one, my master has invited you. That person said to the servant, I have bought a house and I have been called away for the day. I have no time. The servant went to another and said to that one, my master invites you. That person said to the servant, my friend is to be married and I am to arrange the banquet. I cannot be able to come. Please excuse me from dinner. The person went to another and said to that one, my master invites you. That person said to the servant, I have bought an estate and I am going to collect the rent. I shall not be able to come. Please excuse me. The servant returned and said to his master, the people whom you invited to dinner have asked to be excused. The master said to his servant, go out on the streets and bring back whoever you find to have dinner. Buyers and merchants will not enter the places of my Father. So, except for the last line, which is not quite so relevant to the point that I'm trying to make it, or at least that Christ makes there. It's interesting, like, I do feel like perhaps that this particular passage is actually canon. I don't know, because some parts of it are addition or new. No, not new, but some of these excerpts in the Gospel of Thomas are not in the regular Bible. But I'm not like, yeah, I don't exactly read the regular Bible much, whatever regular Bible means, you know what I mean. So I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, just in case you didn't sort of infer it anyway, it's like we can come up with all these egoic excuses, especially if we have money and power and stuff going on in our lives which we're distracted by, right? And there's always an excuse to be made not to be present, not to be in the moment, not to enjoy the sunshine and the beauty of nature and so forth, right? Not to be in our hearts, you know? And it's not to say that we should live in a monastery and just be like meditating all the time. I'm not saying that. But there's so many things we tell ourselves we need to do whenever we could be more present. So yeah, I would advise asking yourself, really honestly, if you're kind of avoiding and making excuses for it, being present with yourself and the creator, which is basically the same thing. So yeah. Also, I recommend reading the Nag Hammadi scriptures. They're really interesting. Anyway, without further ado, bye for now.